What's going on, everybody? King of Dragons 5000 here, coming at you with another figure review. Today we'll be having a look at the Storm Collectible 1/12 action figure series, Mortal Kombat Sub-Zero. Here we have Sub-Zero in the packaging, and I have to say, really excited I have Sub-Zero in hand. I've been waiting to get this guy for quite a while now. He came out a little later than I expected, but still really glad I have him in packaging. You can see we do get a figure in the box, as well as an ice effect, his spine rip, and extra accessories. On this side of the box we have a really good image of Sub-Zero, and on this side it just continues the artwork of Sub-Zero. Oh, and I just dropped it. On the back we do get a couple of pictures of Sub-Zero, as well as a little bio. Sub-Zero, an assassin of the Lin Kuei clan, Kuai Ling commands the power of ice and cold. Unlike other members of his clan, he and his older brother Bihan were abducted as children by the Lin Kuei and trained in the technique of assassination throughout their lives. Sub-Zero's signature moves, his Ice Blast and Sliding Kick. These moves have been his trademark. Sub-Zero is one of the original characters since Mortal Kombat Classics. And again we do get the Ice Slide, Ice Blast, and his Spine Rip Fatality, as well as a mask for Mortal Kombat 2 and MK1. So that's Sub-Zero for you. Can't wait to get this guy out of the packaging. So what we're going to do is take a little break, open him up, and then we'll go on to the rest of his review. So sit tight, everyone. And here we have Sub-Zero out of the packaging, and before we get on to the figure, let's actually show off the accessories he comes with. First off, he does come with two separate masks. He does come with his Mortal Kombat 2 mask, which he has on him right now. And he also does come with his Mortal Kombat 1 mask, so if you're inclined to display him with that, you can. Besides the masks, he does come with a total of 9 sets of hands. We have 4 pairs, 2 being the fist hands right here that he has on outside of packaging. He also has 2 flat-palmed hands, a pair of open grasping hands, a pair of hands where the fingers are a little spread open. They're not quite flat palm, but they're not quite clenching. And then he also does have one grip hand, which is a right hand, which is meant to hold one of his accessories, which we'll go on that in a little bit. So Sub-Zero looks nice right here, and continuing on his accessories, he does come with an Ice Blast, which only works on the flat palm right hand. If you try to peg it onto the figure any other way, it's not going to work. You can see there are a couple of grooves right in here for his fingers, and then his thumb's going to rest right there. As you can see, it just pegs in like that, and it only works with the right hand. It unfortunately doesn't work with the left hand. He also does come with his Ice Slide attack, which it's not really the greatest accessory. It doesn't peg on or attached onto his foot. It just sits there and you slide his foot into it. And for his final accessory, he does come with a Spine Rip Fatality, which, let's be honest, it's the reason the ESRB exists. It's a really nice skull. It has a lot of red paint, looks really bloody. And if you are so inclined to do so, you can attach it onto Scorpion and have him ripping Scorpion's spine out of his body. So the peg system works fine. It works amazing. And speaking of Scorpion, let's actually bring Scorpion out really fast. Let's have Sub-Zero right there. And let's bring out his counterpart, Scorpion. And as you can see, essentially it's the exact same figure that we have here. The only difference is the palette swap. Sub-Zero is, of course, blue, while Scorpion is yellow. And I'm really not upset about that. That is actually the way it was done in Mortal Kombat, where they were the exact same design, just color variations. So this really doesn't upset me. I know there's a lot of collectors out there saying that they're tired of buying the exact same figures. Well, Mortal Kombat used the exact same character sprite, just colored it differently, so why not just do the same in toys and sell a lot of figures, because that's basically what they did here. But anyway, let's actually go on to Sub-Zero's detail. If you saw my Storm Collectibles Scorpion review, you pretty much know what you're getting. But let's just run down his details really fast. Unlike Scorpion, he does have a more docile paint job now. It's the exact same head sculpt, but his eyebrows aren't as pointy as Scorpion's, and the way they painted his face, he actually looks calm, like ice, and I do love that. You can see he does have the nice quilted patterns which we saw with the original MK ninjas. Reptile, Sub-Zero, Scorpion, they all had this quilted look about them, which they did a really good job representing here. You can see he also has an armband right here, as well as a gauntlet on both arms, and you can see there's some dry brush painting painted across it to replicate wear and tear. So that looks really nice. Continuing down onto his tunic, you can see it is done really well. It's painted on both sides. You can see even the black line on this side is painted, although not as clean as up in the front. We got some metallic blues and some silvers right here painted on his shin guards right here, which, if you know anything about Mortal Kombat, these are actually catcher guards from like the baseball player catcher. They're the ones that wore these. And then we go on to his tabby socks, which look really nice. Overall, if you have Scorpion, essentially it's the same figure, just another color with different accessories. When I say accessories, I mean like the Ice Blast and the spine rip, because Scorpion comes with the exact pair of hands that Sub-Zero has here. Now, I do have to apologize. This is not the Sub-Zero figure that you guys saw in the packaging. The Sub-Zero figure that was in the packaging unfortunately broke on me, and this is just a replacement. It did take quite a while for the replacement Sub-Zero to get here, but he is here now. So let's run down his articulation. He does have a barbell joint for his head, so we can have him look up. You just got to move his tunic in like that. You can look up really well, although there is some gapping, which if you have him posed right, you're not going to really notice it. You can tilt his head side to side. And like I said, that is on a ball peg, so it does go up, down, left, right, some tilt. And then the barbell on the inside does let his head move forward a little more. You can see that his neck piece is sculpted so that it goes in, so that it doesn't reveal the inner workings. But we can actually move his head even further because of that barbell joint. So we get a really good range of movement on his neck there. His arm is a ball hinge, so it's a ball going into the socket, so we get some forward, back, up, down movement. Essentially a butterfly joint right here, so that works really well. You can see it moves up and down, no problem. And then we also do get a hinge, which allows the arm to go out, and he does swivel perfectly on that ball joint. He has a bicep swivel, double jointed in the elbow. He has a ball joint going into the wrist, and he also does have a hinge, which allows some inward movement. And if we turn his hand like so, we do get some up and down movement, as well as some ball joint play right there. So all the articulation you'd expect from a Storm Collectible figure, so I really do like that. I believe he has a barbell joint in his torso, which works really well. It goes back about that far. If we move the torso forward, he goes forward that much. And it's just really stiff on mine. It will loosen over time, and we do get some side to side on that. We also do have a ball joint right here in his lower torso, which goes forward a little more, back a little more, so we get a lot of good range there. You can see he leans to the side really well, so no problems there. And then we also do have a T-joint right here in his leg, so there's a bar going across. Legs can go out about that far, so we'd get really good range. Kicks out about that far, kicks back pretty far. You get almost all the way back. He does have a thigh swivel, which is really stiff on mine. I don't know why Sub-Zero is all stiff. He might just be frozen. Get it, Sub-Zero frozen. He has a double jointed knee, which works really well. He has a hinge in the ankle, which you can pivot his foot forward, giving him that much range forward. If you pivot his ankle back, we get that much range going back, so pretty good range there. Moving it forward, we do get a slight rocker ankle because his foot is on a ball right here, and that just pegs in right there. And then we also do get a toe hinge, which works really well. So overall, really good figure here with Sub-Zero. So what we're going to do now is take a little break, get on post for my final thoughts, and we'll wrap up this review. So sit tight, everyone. So here we have Sub-Zero post for my final thoughts. Overall, I really do love this figure, and I really enjoyed Scorpion. It is kind of unfortunate that I did have to wait, 3 or 4 months to get my replacement Sub-Zero, but as it stands, I really do like this figure, and I really loved the first time I had him. It was a little unfortunate that he did break on me, but now I do have this one, and I have to say, really, really glad I got him back, because, you know, you can't have Scorpion without Sub-Zero, and, you know, I really do like the way Storm Collectibles has been treating the Mortal Kombat license. I actually have Reptile and Noob Saibot on pre-order. Now, if you're looking for this guy, he is still available on pre-order at Big Bad Toy Store, although at the time I'm making this video, he's not available in stock. They just happened to ship my replacement. I did get an email saying that my replacement Sub-Zero was on its way, so really good customer service. When I emailed them about the figure breaking, they were kind enough to put this in my pile of loot, and when it was ready to ship, he just arrived at my doorstep, and here he is now. If you're looking for Sub-Zero, Big Bad Toy Store is still carrying him, I believe. I don't think he's sold out, but he is running you about $45 or $54. That's pretty good pricing, is how much you get with him. It's a lot of accessories when you really think about it, and it's just so much work that went into him. I really can't say enough good things about this figure. So with that being said, guys, I really do recommend the Storm Collectibles Sub-Zero. If you like this video, leave a like, comment, subscribe to my channel, tell me what you think of the Storm Collectibles Sub-Zero. And while you're at it, go check out all my other action figure reviews. All my Mortal Kombat and Storm Collectible videos are also up, so go ahead and check those out. As always, if there's a figure you would like to see me review, go ahead and let me know down in the comments, and if I can fit it into my collection, I'll definitely have a look at it. And until next time, I'll see you later. Take care, everyone.